He had to look like he was poor. He did not have a fixed address while giving others fixed addresses. As poor, yet making other people rich. It's called purpose. So he came to seek and to save that which was lost. Not to prove that he was God. Because he was already. It's only those who don't know themselves who will prove to the world who they are. If you know yourself, you don't need to prove it because you know. If you know, you know. Your validation and your approval will not come by what you do, but it will only come when people have a revelation of who you are. Because look, the moment that you do in order for them to validate you, then they no longer need revelation. But if you don't do, they now need revelation to see before you do. Where is he who is born the King of the Jews? Because we have come to worship him. He was not in the palace. They passed the palace to go and worship the king. And they called him king, but there was no throne. They called him king, but no one knew him. And they worshipped him not because he performed a miracle. And the Bible calls them wise men. Which means wise men, they perceive through the eye of God. And they worship not because they have seen acts, but because they have a revelation of who he is. They worshipped him not because he had opened blind eyes. They worshipped him not because he had multiplied bread. Those who worshipped him because of the multiplication of bread, Jesus says, you are following me because of bread. But those who stick with me, when I tell them to eat my flesh and drink my blood, you now have a revelation of who I am. Who do men say I am? Some say